Welcome back. It's no longer the month of meh. Obviously, I mean, that was my last video. And, so here's my weekly update. I have my downpipe all welded, all fitted, and I found some issues after it was all welded up and completed. Great. You know, nothing that more money can't be thrown at it to fix. I got my coolant, or not my coolant, my intercooler pipes mocked up. They're spot welded or tacked up, and they're fitting pretty good. I have a couple more pipes to weld or to cut, just some straight sections, because I didn't want to just do it and hope that it worked. So I got it done in 4 sections, and I can just, piece the little pieces together and it be done. So yeah, making a lot of progress. I'm hoping to get this all finished up in 2 weeks. This upcoming weekend is Easter, so I won't get the fix for my downpipe done till then. So in the meantime, I'm going to start doing some wiring, get some stuff done that way, so that I can get a jump on when I get everything all finished welded out. It should be closer to being started. So yeah, that's the goal. So as for what's going on, so my downpipe, should actually go this way, but as you can see, it comes off the turbo, and then my O2 bung, and then it comes down, and so it comes down into the Y pipe for my dump, my electronic dump, and otherwise it continues on and into there. And that is my custom Y pipe. So 4-inch here, 4-inch oval. This is dual 2.5, which will then connect to my existing catback system. I'm just gonna have to do a little bit of pipe work, but that's not a big deal. But this will just connect up so much nicer than the Y pipe that I had made before, which was only 3.5 inches to dual 2.5, which, it's ½ inch isn't that much. But it is what it is. So what I have to do is, right here, I am going to have to cut it open all the way around and make a flange. So this flange will then, there'll be 2 of these 3/8 stainless steel, so that it can go between and sandwich it together at this point. So this is where my exhaust manifold, or the exhaust manifold, is in the car, in this area. And as it transitions down, I'll show you in a second, I can get it in until I put this piece in. When I put this piece in, this is a 3-inch pipe, it's not allowing me to maneuver the pipe in place. So yeah, I mean, I can get it in, but it requires me to unbolt the manifold and position it in such a way that I can get the pipe down in the engine bay, and then I have to bolt everything all back together, which is not very nicely done. So with this flange, it will, this will be inside the flange. It'll come up 3/8 of an inch because it's 3/8 stainless, and then we'll weld it on the outside, and we'll bolt it on the 4 corners, and I'll be able to unbolt it, remove it, and put it back if need be, and remove the V-band to get it out, or this way on the bottom side to get it out if I need to for whatever reason. Yeah. So that's that. I've got my wastegate plumbed in. It's all welded onto the crossover pipe and the Y pipe up to the turbo. Intercooler pipe is done on this side. So you can see it comes down and around. It's just, like I said, currently tacked. I need to get about a 1-inch piece for this to sit in between there. And on this side, 4-inch one of those quick release couplers. Obviously there's no O-rings in there right now, so it's not tight, but 4-inch to a 3-inch reducer. I just need to cut this piece, and then it comes down and around, and I know it's not really in position, but this piece comes over to here, and then I gotta cut another piece to go in here, because I think that one's too long. So I haven't really played with it too much, but this piece here has to be trimmed down, this pipe here, right here, because it's got to get closer. There's too much of a gap here. It's got to be closer than it currently is. So then I can remount my oil cooler. I'm going to get rid of that duct that's there because that used to come in from the fog light. It really didn't help, and my oil is very cool. I think my oil temperatures only really got to, I think, 160 or 170 degrees. So it's not very, very warm. My transmission, I have the same piece, same cooler that goes in there. And my transmission, it never got above 160. Which again is good. The duct may have helped, but I think I can run the fans and get the same results. So yeah, a couple of pieces to do. I also got to make my the screamer pipe off of the wastegate. I just need some more fittings, some more elbows to get it routed in place. I got my water pump, had to get some spacers to pull the water pump out because my new alternator belt routing, it rides on this. This is an electric water pump with this idler here. So this really doesn't do anything, but the belt just comes up the side. So it's got to spin this, and with it being without these spacers in it, it was like here. So there's a angle here. I don't know if you can see, but it would have been riding in the middle of that spacer pretty much. So it was it would have fallen off and it wouldn't have been good. So these spacers got to go in, which means my thermostat outlet, which used to come straight out, I've got to go to the stock style and have it come back this way so it's a little tighter. The hose is fine. I used to have one of those on my old water pump when it was just the mechanical water pump. But of course, when I sold the water pump, I sold the outlet and everything else, so I had to buy another one. The thermostat is actually up in this side on these pumps, so I don't run a thermostat on this side. The outlet for the heater hoses before used to be 8 ORB to 10 AN straights, and then I had a 120 degree elbow on here. These guys right here. But because the wastegate now sits like right here, it's in the way. So I've got these, I think they're radium product. I don't know, got them off Summit, but they are a banjo fitting to 10 AN. So now I got to reroute the hoses, and now that I'm taking the time to reroute the hoses, my friend Brian, he he showed me a heatercore bypass that they use in some of the Fords and some of the Chevy vehicles. My heatercore on the 94 Mustang has 5/8 and 3/4 inch inlet and outlet on the heatercore. It's not just standard 5/8 like a lot of other vehicles are. So anyway, I'm going to get a 4-way valve so I can bypass the heatercore in the summertime, and in the fall, if I need it, if I'm driving it and I need the heat, I can turn the heatercore back on basically. So this will allow my air conditioning to work more efficiently once I get it hooked up. So that valve I'm going to mount close to these lines, probably somewhere around here, and then the lines will just come down and route really close to everything in here. So yeah, this is coming along. It's just got to get finished, and then I can start working on the wiring. But it looks so much better without the all my relays and everything else here. I just feel a lot more, it just looks a lot cleaner. I'm going to see if I can put my the SN95 cover back here, because I think it looks cool. So yeah, it's coming along. Progress is progress. So I'm going to keep doing these weekly updates. I'm going to see if I can try to get some action shots, because I know this has all been me talking. But it's informative. It is what it is. I've now got 2 months to deadline of my Drop the Hammer drag and drive. So maybe I'll make a separate video on that, on the events that I'm doing this year. Hopefully, providing I get everything done. So on that note, I'm out of here. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. Let's start growing my channel here, and hopefully I'll get into some nice car content during this summer. See ya.